In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble the double kidney coffee table. There are 5 parts in total. There's the large kidney section, which is the top, and I have that in the living room. We're going to go in there in a moment. We have the smaller kidney section, which is the shelf underneath, and then we have the 3 legs. You also get a bag of screws. In the bag, you'll notice there are 3 screws that have blue tape on them. We're going to save those for the end. So the first thing you want to do, and what I would suggest, is that you go to your dining table or kitchen table, cover it with a blanket, and you're going to take the shelf portion of the table and lay it face down on that blanket. I put it on the corner of the table so I can get access to each of these cutouts where the legs are going to attach. Now on the legs, you'll notice that we have letters here on the end of each little tenon. So that's C, this is A, and this is B. And those letters match letters that maybe you can see on each of the notches. So that notch is, can you see what that is?
B.
That notch is B. This notch is A, this notch is C. So the legs line up with each of those notches. So we're going to start with this one right here, which is B. I'm going to find the B leg, which was right here. And again, the shelf is face down, so we're going to install the leg upside down, like this. Take the B tenon, stick it in the B notch right there, slide that in, okay? Then we're going to take the A tenon, we'll slide that in right there, and we'll now take the C tenon, and we're going to slide that in right there, okay? And here's where we use the screws with the blue tape. Take one of these screws out, take the tape off of it, and the tape really is just so you know which screws to use. You're going to see a little hole right here, and when you slide the tenon in, you're going to see the tiny little hole on the tenon that matches the hole in the table bottom. And we'll screw each of these screws in here. Now I've included in the package with all the parts a little container of yellow glue. What I would suggest is if you ever want to take the table apart again, forget the glue. But if you really want to make this table super stable, what you're going to do is take some of that yellow glue, take a Q-tip, put the yellow glue on the Q-tip and get a lot of nice glue into that hole. Put some glue around this tenon and push that together. Once you get it screwed together, you can take a wet paper towel and wipe off all of the extra glue, because glue is going to come squeezing out of there when you push it together. Again, you don't need the glue. I'm not using glue in this case because I'm about to ship this table. But if you do use the glue, I promise you the table will be much more stable for the life of the table. Now, we're going to take the other screws, we're going to take the base, and we're going to move into the living room. Okay, so here we are in the living room, and I have the tabletop upside down on the living room carpet. Now, obviously, you can assemble the whole thing on your dining table if you want to, but I just think it's easier to do it here because then once we get the base installed, all we have to do is flip it over. So I'm going to go get the base now. And here we are with the base. Got our screws, a little screwdriver. And I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory how this goes together because there's only 3 legs. What you're going to want to do is turn it upside down, and you'll see that the legs have bolts that stick out of them. The bolts go into the holes that are in the tabletop there. Be careful not to scratch this. Start with just one. I'll put this one in. And then we'll put this one in. Push that down. And you'll see that there are screw holes that line up for each one of those. I won't torture you by having you watch me put all 12 screws in. But for right now, I'm just going to put one screw in each leg so I can show you what it looks like. So I only have one screw in each leg now. Obviously, you're going to put all 12 in. Once you have all 12 legs put in, and there's your assembled table. Hope you enjoy it.